The Forgotten Diary, a secret that changed everything. The attic smelled of dust and forgotten time. Emily had never been up here before. The wooden beams bowed under her steps, and the dim light from a single bulb flickered above. She had come looking for an old photo album, but something else caught her eye. In the farthest corner of the attic, beneath a stack of yellowed newspapers, she spotted an old wooden chest, its metal edges rusted with time. Her fingers trembled as she brushed the dust away and slowly lifted the lid. Inside, wrapped delicately in a faded silk scarf, was a worn, leather-bound diary. She hesitated before opening it, an unexplainable sense of anticipation filling her chest. And then, as her fingers traced the fragile pages, she read the first words. "If you're reading this, then the truth must finally come to light." Her heart pounded. The diary belonged to Eleanor Carter, her great-grandmother, a woman who was rarely spoken about in the family, always mentioned in hushed tones as if she had carried a secret too heavy for time to erase. The love story that was never meant to be. As Emily flipped through the pages, Eleanor's voice came alive. She was just 22 years old when she met William, a young soldier stationed near her town during the war. They fell in love quickly, deeply, against all odds, but their love was forbidden. Eleanor's family expected her to marry someone of wealth and status, and William, an orphan soldier with nothing but his uniform, was not considered worthy. They had planned to run away together, to escape the expectations that chained them. Eleanor's writing was filled with excitement and hope as she described their secret plan. "Meet me by the old oak tree under the stars. We'll leave everything behind and start a new life together." But then came the heartbreaking twist, the night that changed everything. The diary's tone shifted. The words became frantic, desperate. "I waited for him. I stood beneath the tree for hours, rain soaking through my dress, the cold creeping into my bones. But he never came." Emily felt a lump in her throat as she read on. Eleanor had waited all night, but William was gone. He had vanished without a trace. The next morning, her family forced her into marriage with another man, and William's name was never spoken again. But then came the most chilling part of all. In the final entry, written years later, Eleanor's words were filled with heartbreak and revelation. "I know the truth now. I must hide it. But if you ever find this, find William." A hidden betrayal. Emily's mind raced. The truth? What truth? She could feel her pulse in her ears as she turned the final pages, and then she found it. A folded letter tucked between the last entries. It was old, the ink faded, but the words were still clear. "Eleanor, my love, I waited for you, but they took me away. Your father's men. They dragged me from the station, warned me never to return. They said, if I loved you, I would disappear. I fought to get back to you, but they made sure you never saw me again. If you ever read this, know that I never left you by choice. I have always loved you." It was signed, William Carter. Emily's breath hitched. Her great-grandfather, Eleanor's husband, was the one who had kept them apart. He had intercepted William's letters, made sure Eleanor believed she had been abandoned. He had stolen her happiness. A truth that needed to be told, determined. Emily dug through old records, searching for any trace of William. Days turned into weeks, and just when she was about to give up, she found a single newspaper clipping from 1943, a missing soldier report. William Carter, last seen near Eleanor's hometown. Her hands trembled as she searched further. And then she found something that made her gasp. William had survived. He had spent years trying to find Eleanor, only to be told she had moved on, that she had forgotten him. But he had never stopped loving her. Emily made the call. The phone rang. Once, twice, and then a frail, elderly voice answered. "Hello," Emily swallowed hard. "Mr. Carter, my name is Emily. I think I have something that belongs to you." There was silence. Then, a sharp intake of breath. "Eleanor," he whispered, his voice breaking. Tears welled in Emily's eyes. "No," she said gently, "but I have her diary, and her story deserves to be told." And in that moment, after decades of painful silence, the truth was finally set free.